welcome back, people, to New Guardz via Mode London, New Guardz Radio show. We're at that part of the evening, you know, where we sit down, we have our debate, and this evening it's an interesting one. Something you may have seen flashing across every media outlet, social media platform now for a good amount, couple weeks. Yeah. And Mr. Sean Diddy Combs. Yep.
Puffy.
Mr. Puffy, however you call him, whatever alias.
Fire.
The question I want to put to the man them here, we got T here in the discussion as well with Biz. Question I want to put to man them with the recent, you know, travesties going on around Sean Diddy Combs, and you know the trend that it's been a thing. I wouldn't call it a trend. It's just like a thing now. Past 5, 6, 7 years, let's say social media era of people just being outed, man. Everything coming to the forefront. Do you feel now with R. Kelly and now P Diddy that is gonna cause a ripple effect in music, showbiz, Hollywood, the whole thing gonna crumble down? What you man saying?
Boy, this thing here, I just think everything that hits the media nowadays has got a mad effect anyway. You get me? It's just like from back in the day, obviously, when certain things happen. If this was back in the day, obviously, it wouldn't probably a hit as hard. You get me? No, did you get me? But like, you see, like, it's mad the way things is. You get me? I think it will start opening a lot of closets. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, man, it's mad. But the thing is, this whole thing is like, man used to see these things on YouTube from like 7 years, 8 years ago. Conspiracy videos, as they would say.
I remember those videos.
Right?
I remember those videos. You'll see them.
And yeah, Jay-Z, Puff Daddy, and this Illuminati, this and we're there, Illuminati, that. And in the comments, people will be shunning it like, you lot are conspiracy heads.
So saying whatnot. Do you feel it's an agenda?
I feel it's a bigger agenda. It's not just about Puff, about this guy, innit? But there's other guys that are higher than him in this thing. You get me? I just think it's about, because he's like, he was in the public eye, and he's in obviously the black community as well. So even there's even more of an impact.
Outside of his accusations, yeah. There's a bit of a backstory to this. Not condemning a man's actions, it's demon actions man's dealing with, yeah? That could be a whole nother discussion, what man's actually dealing with. But it's like behind that, there was things like, I'm not sure the liquor company, he put a big lawsuit against them. They're massive. There's a lot of people with a lot of money in a lot of high places that didn't like him doing that.
I heard about that.
Then there was the political party he was looking to start, you know, all black American owned, starting up from the groundworks. These are all things in the pipe works around the time that Cassie threw him into the limelight by saying, yo, had enough of you, innit? So, I'm going to out you. But it could have been with influence now. So I'm looking at those things too. You know, not excusing what done.
I'm just about to say that, King. You see that, that's his character, because you've always heard the rumors from other rappers, even from Tupac, R.I.P. Pac. Pac was showing, man, bro, from day, you get me, blatant on the track.
There's a list of like girls and guys that have been arting this man for a lot of years, but it's like the power that man had in it. And we've seen the power. Like I said to Tommy, new man, earlier, that, you know, he's responsible for a lot of music that like we hold close to us, man. Yeah. From the R&B to the hip hop field, and it's just like you really need to think about the power that this man's been flexing for a long time. Yeah. It's like untouched almost. You feel?
Right, and I think that's the money thing as well, you know, because you see in America, just not even America, just worldwide, blood. Well, especially in America, the money thing. If you have money, bro, that whole bloody money thing, like what Nori chatting and whatnot. It's real, but like, you got money, you can make people disappear, do all of that shit, make people harsh, all of that. And in America, and you see it in the court systems, and like, it's money, bro. Like, if you got money, and Pat kind of says it as well, you know what I'm saying? He says this thing where, yo, when you got money, they don't watch your color, your skin, or nothing. You get me? You'll be through.
How would Pop of being in a social media era? How would a Biggie have been in a social media era?
Well, right now, them man, they're too real blood. Them man, I mean, Pac especially too real blood. So that's why he kind of got erased. You know what I'm saying? Because them man, they wouldn't hold back. He be chatting certain ill things about Quincy Jones and them thing there, you know. And all kinds of celebrities, bro. So he was out in these little freak-offs. Pat was talking about these, man, not about Diddy. He's the next man that's higher up in the thing, in the industry. You get me? So I just think my man, now because everything's in the public eye with social media and everything, now people's going to get outed. And I think it will definitely have a ripple effect now. So you're going to see bare people forward, didn't they? Get me? And it's a dread thing, you know, because it's like, it's also a sign, it's mind who you're moving with, isn't it? You get me? Because all them people there that's around them, that we all up at them parties and around there, now they're probably threatened, thinking, yo, wish I wasn't even around them, man. So that's a lesson, but man who you're moving with, you get me?
Definitely. It's like going back to it possibly creating a ripple effect. It's part of a ripple effect that's already started, bruv. R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, like music and Hollywood are obviously like heavily interconnected. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, like the not just cancel culture, but like this whole situation now that like people have found a voice. I don't think it's even a bad thing, you know. Like Donald Trump, however many women are saying that he's like done some nasty shit in the past, like, and I see a lot of people online talking about, oh, why didn't you say nothing 20 years ago? It's like, bruv, have you ever like been sexually assaulted? Do you know what I mean? Like, I think these people do have the right to come out like years and years later. It don't matter how long it's taken you to fucking, whether it's taken you 5 minutes from the minute you've walked out the door, or you know, whether you've had to live with it for a long time. If these motherfuckers have done some dirty bungle shit in their time, they deserve what they get. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild. But yeah, it is a ripple effect, bruv, that's already been started, and I think it's the Diddy situation's mad because they refused a $50 million bond, right? To let him out. So he's still going to be locked down for ages. So if they're refusing $50 million, like, there is serious shit at stake here. Do you know what I'm saying?
About that money thing.
It ain't no funny business, you know what I'm saying?
That money there, can't get him out. Like I was saying about money, obviously something's been done where that money is not, the game's changed now. But I think certain high people's implemented, I think, in his scandals, in these tapes or whatever they say that them have.
The tape situation's wild. Like he was making insurance policies when he made these tapes, bruv. And like apparently these people at the parties didn't know that they were being taped.
For them,
but I mean it's mad. So he's looking at what, like 120 sexual assault allegations where he's been like drugging people from approximately 60 men and 60 women. Like this is puffy, bruv. Like this is wild. This is a man that we all looked up to at one point. Do you know what I'm saying? Like before, like
I can't lie, cause I can't lie, man. I Puff Daddy's albums when I was 30.
Of course, bruv.
Bad
like,
Boy, mixtapes, Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Mace.
Sorry to cut you, my bad. You man need to really check the levels, man. What was his first solo album called? No Way Out, man.
Oh shit.
He did his first solo albums called No Way Out. Puff Daddy and the Family, No Way Out. I bought it. That's how I remember. It's a black and white cover. They're standing in some Gambino suits. Him,
some Gambino
Mace, Black Rob, rest in peace, the Locks. They're all on the cover. And some Gambino, No Way Out. He's looking at the album cover now and ball. Gonna cry when he looks at that.
So do you think it's some weird next culty shit, or do you think it's just like a bunch of people doing drugs and fucking each other?
It's some cult thing, blood.
I feel it's a mixture of what Biz said and what you said. I think we're gonna find out what it is, but I feel he's in a corner now where your legacy's like halfway to being smashed and destroyed for like unfixable destroyed levels. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna sit down and accept being thrown under the bus for your crimes and your sins that you did come back on you, or are you gonna take everybody down? I got these tapes, I got this, that, this went down, that I can connect this to that, and him and her. Is it gonna be one of them ones?
Because no doubt, whether you're the instigator or not, there is other people that deserve some kind of punishment for doing some
100%.
fuckery. Do you know what I'm saying? So look, I didn't even think about it. I'm wearing a t-shirt with Jigger on it today.
Jay-Z.
And I pray to the Lord, if there is one, that Jay-Z's not involved, because Jay-Z was an icon of me. But Sean Carter, please, I beg that you done the right thing in these situations, man.
Jay-Z, Mr. Sean Carter, you got to speak up. I know you and Diddy are very close, you know, for a lot of years. You know, we're guys that come up through hip hop. We know the connections. We know the family trees and how they extend. And it's just like certain people are being very quiet right now. Maybe they're waiting for the outcome to see how things pan out before they step into the arena. But a lot of people are gonna have to talk.
Well, but you know that no comment thing. That's what bare people's on right now.
But
that's what it's coming like. Them people there that's silent. That's how I'm seeing it. It's like the vibration.
What's the name of the woman? What's the name of the woman that said a load of stuff about him and Beyonce on Piers Morgan's show? And Piers Morgan had to come out.
Oh, that Panther woman. What's her name?
Yeah. Fuck, this is gonna drive me nuts, and we should know it for the
still.
show.
She's an old school rapper, innit? Like some old. She's
Piers
like
Morgan, Jay-Z.
Jaguar.
Yes, Jaguar.
Not Panther.
So anyway,
Jaguar.
she said something about Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Everybody.
Okay, and then Jay-Z and Beyonce's lawyers or solicitors or legal team or whatever literally made Piers Morgan do a public apology about letting the woman on the show and saying all this stuff. Now,
who did
now,
that?
Piers,
Wait,
Jay and Beyonce's legal team,
they got
Piers Morgan to apologize. Now, Piers Morgan's show is called Uncensored. Yeah.
Now, I see it still.
It's wild, like, and Piers Morgan holds a lot of. This is a veteran journalist who's been around Muhammad Ali, who's been around. Like, do you understand? Like what it takes to get someone like that with that much clout to have to apologize on live TV. Like these people hold power, bro. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this isn't they've asked him to apologize. This is them telling him we are gonna duppy your career if like there isn't some kind of apology and backtrack on what's been said on your show. Like
that's mad.
Do you understand? Like it's wild, bro. Like. These people have so much power, bro.
And I swear, when the woman Jaguar was chatting, I swear, like the other lawyer was saying she should get legal teams behind her, you know. Yeah, she's making these allegations.
Jaguar's been saying because
it's like she knows people going forward.
And you know, between every lie, there's a truth, vice versa. So it's like I don't discredit nothing Jaguar is saying. You have to listen to it. We don't know what's going on really, but. You know, she says it with a lot of conviction. She says it with nothing to lose.
You can hear the conviction.
Yeah, she says it with nothing to lose. Yeah. And quite honestly, I've watched her shit, watch her body language in her interview. She says it like someone like, I see that. I know you lot don't want to see that and that, but that's that, innit?
Yeah.
So I think coming back to Diddy now, the chain reaction that's already been in effect is going to speed up and it's going to accelerate. And I think a lot of people are going to get taken under, man, a few more. Yeah. It's like career-wise, it's going to be taken under, put underground, man. Like finished, man. Because we're in that cancel culture already, man. Social media don't help that.
Assassination.
Remember back in the years that you could go through stuff and because of the way information travelled, you know, people are gonna know.
This is beyond cancel culture, though. This is like exposure culture. This is like nothing's being hidden no more. You know what I'm saying? And look, fire bun. It's rightfully so. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's
fire bun them thing there, bro. And like I said, what's done in dark will forward to light. You see it? So all them darkness, what them man they was on, it's just out in the big bright light now. You see it?
I feel it gets comeuppance, but coming off that, I'm gonna flip into something on the flip side of that. There's news. A rival and arch enemy of Sean Diddy Coons, Suge Knight.
Okay.
The infamous Source 1995 Hip Hop Awards is gonna be made into a feature-length documentary by Mr. Ray Benzino, formerly of The Source.
Yeah.
You know Benzino.
I know. I met him still in Miami one time.
What's the
Miami.
Okay, we'll get back to that in a sec. We'll get back to that in a sec. But I'm asking, man's like, what are your thoughts on that? Because that's probably the most notorious hip hop awards of all time.
The Source 95.
What happened, how it went down, the tension that was going on during the time.
That's the way when shit come out we'll forward out and say,
yeah.
if
So
you want,
we're probably gonna get all the juicy bits in it from that night, and then what was what.
Yeah.
What's man's thoughts on that shit?
Well, I mean, I've seen, as you rightfully said, bruv, like it's probably one of the most infamous nights in the history of hip hop. Anyone was at that show. I've seen things about that show featured in other documentaries, in a Wu-Tang documentary that was featured.
Okay.
Enough stuff about Big and Puck, like that. That was recreated in both the Biggie and Puck films, I think.
It was.
Yeah, man, like it will be really interesting to get that. But like from Benzino, like that's like the most random person. Like last thing I see happen with Benzino is him crying in an interview, I think with Charlemagne. Like, why does everyone just associate me with Eminem?
Right.
It's like, well, because you fuck with the wrong person, to be honest, bro.
That's exactly what I was just about to talk about when you said, "Oh, it's funny that it should be Benzino," but it's funny enough. Benzino's history, it goes kind of deep because he was like the vice editor of the Source.
Yeah,
from like
he was involved in that.
I'm not sure about Double X.
Wasn't that his magazine, bro?
Definitely the Source.
The
It was
Source
him
was
and a guy
his.
called Dave Myers
Yeah,
or something.
yeah, he
They
was
run the
behind
Source
that.
from like
Yeah.
94 till about the early thousands, and he went on a campaign to try to destroy Eminem during that time.
Okay.
Eminem only started going in XXL, the other publication,
Yeah.
to sting Benzino, and Benzino himself was a rapper.
Yeah.
He was out of I don't even want to get this wrong. I think he's out of Boston. I think Benzino's out of Boston. He's a Boston rapper. He was out of a clique they were called Made Men. He used to get double spreads
with Mano, innit?
Yeah, double.
Mano,
No, not even Mano. It was just some Boston guys, man. He's
Okay.
people. But he was known to have a rep in Boston, and he was really trying to push his career through the Source magazine and you know adverts and campaigns of the albums and. But it's like it never really popped like that, man. I didn't really gravitate towards Benzino shit. But yeah, it's funny that he should do it because he may have been involved in the Source around these times in the 95 time when it was happening.
So what is he trying to expose?
Maybe.
Man in this
I don't know the angle he's
thing?
coming from
Yeah.
with his documentaries. So
because
this is
obviously
why it's
that's
intriguing.
been posted up.
Yeah, what
enough.
angle are you taking
Yeah.
from that night? Is it the players that was involved?
In it,
Is
yeah.
it some hearsay? Like how you really? But I feel that because he was the editor of the Source at that time, it's gonna be some in-depth shit. People that were there. Like I saw that. Well, that was that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to see, I was just reading. He's co-owner of the Source,
Exactly.
right? So he will have every little ins and outs. He'll have every bit of footage. It will like obviously expose everything that night. Like, what are the significant wave, bro. What are the significant events of that night that happened? We got, obviously the obvious one is Suge screaming down Puffy, saying you don't want the what is it the executive producer in the video come to Death Row.
Outcast, man.
There was Snoop who was getting booed, I think, and was
Snoop
screaming.
started whining.
What else happened on that night?
Oh,
something
something
happened
else
with Wu-Tang.
happened. No, someone else. I think
confused
someone was
the Outkast?
outnumbered, bro.
Outkast.
Someone, the MC8, blood. I think MC8 had
With
something
DJ
there.
Quick.
Yeah, with Quick,
DJ
bro.
Quick at the time, they were feuding.
They were feuding,
And
and you had-
am I mistaken? Am I getting the wrong year? Outkast also got an award. And they came up and made a speech. Is that the same award? It was that a year, maybe a year before or after. It could be 95. Outkast made that notorious speech in it. The South got something to say.
Yeah.
It was Andre 3000
think it
because
might
they're
have
saying
been
how the Southern groups, how are the Southern groups winning these awards? This is a New York thing source. Outkast.
So Outkast won Group of the Year, and
they had a little rant.
they got booed for it.
Yeah, South got something to say in it.
Yeah.
Just left the mic in it.
So is that what it would it been Wu-Tang or someone like that who they was
Another
okay.
group that was New York based and Outkast were the shot winners. And when Andre went up, Big Boy never said much. Andre did the speaking, and he said the South got something to say because they want. But if you really look at it, that time the music Outkast was releasing, it was very like East Coast based.
Yeah,
Drum,
very,
boom bappy, but it had the southern kind of like melodies and flows on it, but it was very East Coast based. So I think that's why the East Coast man's got salty, because they thought, that's just our little cousins down south.
Yeah.
Now they're making some shit as hard as us. Don't like it. So that was the hate aspect, I think. I think they liked it really, man. But coming back to the 95 thing, I look forward to watching that.
Yeah,
man. It's gonna be a thing.
because that whole Source
Hip-hop
Awards
history, man.
is a sick show anyway.
Yeah,
All
I love the Source magazine.
performances.
I collected it for years.
Yeah.
Man. Something is-
But all that, the performances on that night was
Yeah,
sick,
the
bruv.
awards and it was always a thing in it because I read the magazine. So like getting that history now from like a viable source, man. I'm not the biggest fan of Benzino, but I know that coming
I
out made
never
by
used to
him
listen to
is
T-
viable.
T
Yeah,
Tough,
he was
yeah.
into that.
And bruv, like we said, this all the points we've just made, like this is gonna be a mad documentary. Thinking about it, for your hip hop junkie, this is gonna be a big. It's gonna be an essential viewing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man, them are gonna be talking about this one, man. So I'm excited, bruv. Definitely, yeah. This is a wild one, bro.
That's the ones, man.
Yeah.
What we got for time? What we got for time wise, man?
We got 15 minutes.
All right, man. So something that we don't usually do. What's man them listening to? We listening to Herbal, man. What's in the system? Albums wise, man. What's impressed you this year? We're in October right now.
Bro. You see, the thing is,
From
there's
year
so
start.
much stuff going, so much music being released. I'm just listening to so much of it. But after the last week or so, on a US thing, Willie the Kid dropped something. You get me?
V-Done.
Yeah, the V-Done thing.
4.
Yeah, Dutch Smash 4. You get me? Dutch Smash 4. Yeah, listen to that. The God for him dropped something as well.
I see that Machine Gun vocabulary. I see that. I think wintertime inspires artists to drop music out UK, US, right across the board. I think it's a cold weather thing.
Yeah,
with albums,
definitely.
Because I've seen a few. I know Westside Gun's about to drop something. He's doing a double promotion. He usually does the wrestling with the music tied in now. That's been his thing for a minute.
Yeah.
So he's doing that. The heels have eyes or something.
Yeah, he's got something.
So he's actually doing a big wrestling event and launching his album on the
he's
same
always
night.
On that
he's always innovative, man. I feel that shit with Gun, you know. He
that.
come into the space and it just does shit to a different degree, man.
Businessman.
Yeah, man.
Businessman.
So I'm looking forward to hear that.
Obviously, Rome Streets.
Streets.
That Darinja album.
Yes,
big up Rome
nice,
Streets, my
man.
brother.
Hatton Garden.
The Hatton Garden highest. Yeah, man. That dope, brother.
That's a great
Rome
project.
Streets killed it, blood. I ain't gonna lie, bruv. Yeah, man. He did the trap with Cool Mega, bruv. Yeah, blood. He set it, bruv. He blew Mega off the trap. Mega set it, but Rome blew. Yeah, man. He blew Mega off the trap.
I saw Benny the Butcher in Brixton.
Are you forward there? Yeah.
About a month ago. That was a fucking ill show, bro.
Yeah,
and
I
like
wanted
man
to reach,
in
man,
London showed up for Benny. Like it was fucking wild. And then Summertime Butch, that album he dropped. Boy,
how many tracks on that EP?
It's an album.
5 joints.
Nah, man. Yeah, it's
I
a
thought that was an
whole
EP.
thing, bro. Like, bro.
The way he promoted that,
10 tracks.
Because you know the funniest thing, he's got something out with 38 Special right now. Stabbed and Shot Part 2.
Yeah. Do you know what? I've not checked it fully, but a couple of the tracks have popped up when I go on random on Spotify in it, and it just feeds me stuff.
Yeah.
So like I picked up a couple of the tracks on that.
Do you not listen to any of the other BSF man them like Vino? What you think of that
got
Vino?
a few mans, you know.
You figure that Vino guy?
Vino's alright.
The Mexican brother.
Yeah, but you know who's my guy in BSF and they bring him in El Camino, man. He was around Griselda.
El Camino
hard, man.
Yeah,
I don't think he gets as much props as he deserves in the ting. He's very lyrical and he's put out solid projects for a minute. Since Griselda come out, he's been dropping things. He was around Gun for a minute, then Con, and then Benny bring him in BSF.
Yeah.
But I want to see him do some more because I think El Camino's harder. I think he's probably my favorite and Heem. I like Heem.
Yeah, Heem's dope.
Heem got ill flow.
Brother.
Yeah, I like Heem. Little short Heem.
Yeah.
Like, he got bars. So yeah, man, BSF doing their thing, and it's nice that they all went and done their thing in their own right. They kind of done it like the old blueprint from the 90s. We all blow, then we all got a little click. So Wu-Tang had their little clicks. Ghost had Theodore. You God had Hillside Stranglers. Raycon had Ice Water.
Yeah.
No, Meth had just him and Red. Really. Jizza. Jizza was just Jizza, man. But you know the Wu had their offshoots, man. So it's nice to see that in the new era, man. Them doing that. And doing it effectively, because Conway got drum work and it's dope.
Yeah.
I think we already spoke about it on the show, but Ghostface had an album this year which was different, but I thought it was dope. I really enjoyed it, bro.
I thought I was going to hate it, man. Funny Tommy should say that. I thought I was going to hate that, man, because I'm a big Ghost fan, so it's just like, if Ghost puts something out that don't impress me, it's because it make me like sour for a minute. So I heard it and I was like, I hear what you're doing. It starts in a certain way, and it's got flavors, and Ghost gets away with it because he's a collective.
That video that I see of his was dope. Still, I did feel
Meth video, I just see. Yeah, the new Meth thing. Yeah,
I like that rhythm.
That track's on the New Guardz playlist at the moment. I was gonna play it earlier, but I remember we played it last week.
Yeah, that's got that essence. And that's the only thing.
Pair of hammers, innit?
I'm gonna listen to the album. Man's gonna forward to his show, innit? I think he's here on the 17th of November.
I didn't get tickets because I seen Ghost.
I seen him as well. Still,
but yeah, man, fucking Ghost crazy with it. And then obviously Supreme Clientele 2 is supposed to be on the way. He announces that at the end of the album. So if that happens,
I'm looking forward to not something he does, because like Wu-Tang's notorious for announcing shit on the albums that never happened. Like RZA's The Cure album, we never saw that. Remember, The Cure after Wu-Tang Forever, RZA got the last track, Sunshines, and he talks about an album's gonna come after that.
The man that did too much things, bro. Like too much other things.
It's nice to see anyway, man. It's the progression of them, man. There, man. In general, man.
Yeah, Ray RZA, bro.
But I think there's been a lot of incredible albums dropped this year that's gonna go under the radar, but I hope they get their shine. I like Pete Rock and Common's album.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the Rome Streets project. I like the Willie the Kid project.
Yeah.
I like the project Mars dropped to X amount of months back. You know, he came strong this year.
Called? Mars. Oh fuck! It's another Mars. It's another Mars.
I can't remember. Marciology. Yeah, man. I like Marciology. I like Alchemist's new thing. That's nice, man.
Yeah,
Alchemist. The genuine article, I think.
Alchemist is laying it down.
Like,
I'm loving Alchemist rapping. I think I saw Big Up Jose. I think I saw him post something about like, I don't want to hear Alchemist rapping, and I saw you comment on it like,
man. Listen, it suits, bro.
The ALC bars, but you know what? ALC was always an artist. He was an artist before he was a beat maker.
Yeah, who is he with?
The Hooligans. Yeah, he was in a duo called the Hooligans when he was like in his early teens. With Muggs.
Weirdly, James Khan's son.
Yeah,
Scott Khan.
They were around Muggs and Cypress Hill. He got bought in. Muggs showed him out.
Nah, man, it's only right, man. That Alchemist is rapping because
so they can't take that
there's
away
enough
from
trash rappers that he's sounding better than, brother.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
And actually, just because I quite like Alchemist as a person, as a personality in hip hop, when I hear him rap and see him in videos rapping, I'm like, I love that, bro.
It makes sense,
as well as being one of the illest producers, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Even the bars, what he's chatting, you know, you get me. He's chatting, living that life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like the way he's forwarding, bro.
I hear that, man. I think it's been a fruitful year for hip hop, and I think 25 will see more of an influx of more projects.
Most definitely
doing this shit. But yeah, we're about to round up. This has been the October edition of New Guardz Radio Show via Mode.
Respect, my bro.
Respect to Herbal T for coming in.
It was an honor to forward in, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, big up for coming through, man. And
Tommy Biz, Ray Vandetta.
Listen,
I've all the time, my brothers. You know.
2 more left this year, 2024. We've been at Mode for I think 2 years now. I think this might be the 2-year show. So New Guardz, and we ain't fucking going nowhere.
That's it.
So listen, people, stay tuned in. And there's one more thing we gotta say. Guardz up.
Guardz up.